I think it rings true with many when I say that Minecraft was probably one of the best games of my childhood. I was first introduced to the game through a childhood best friend, and we spent hours together playing in the cool air of the basement when it was far too hot to be outside. From there, I advanced to Pocket Edition Lite and the full version as well, building the best house I had ever made in the game with a friend from middle school. We built it out of every color of wool, and as you can imagine, it was quite a safety hazard for anyone carrying flint and steel in their hotbar. And we would do stupid stuff like scare each other by pretending we saw Herobrine or Slenderman in the woods. Today, the house doesn't exist anymore. Neither does the world, actually. As people grow, friendships fade and new ones replace them. And with the fading of our friendship, our world became dormant. After not playing the game for a while, I stayed with my cousins for spring break to babysit them. My younger cousin, who was crazy obsessed with Minecraft, reintroduced me to the Xbox version of the game, and we played it the entire week. That week really brought me back full swing into the game, and I was ready to create again. That summer, I begged my mom to let me buy the full version of the Java Edition game, and Tigress XO was born. To give you an idea, this was around the time that they added horses to the game, so as you can imagine, I had a ton of new items and biomes to explore. After playing for a while, I also started getting into servers. Factions, Hunger Games, Battle Dome. I was even a lifetime diamond member of the Nexus MC, a server that I found out later had shut down due to bankruptcy. For me, I kinda just stopped playing the game one day. It wasn't anything grand or monumental, I had just moved on to other things. Over the years, I made a few failed attempts to log back into my account just to relive a few memories. But I lost the password and email to Tigress XO, so I gave up. As I'm sure you're all aware, Minecraft made a huge resurgence in 2019. The community came back full force like never before, and the game, well, it became cool to play again. Through much digging and trouble, I finally gained access back to my account and was flooded with emotion. I had really missed the game and my time I spent with it. And along with the resurgence, I was able to play on some really awesome realms and servers with friends from all across the country. Though I don't play as often as I did over the summer, I think something has definitely changed. You're probably wondering, why am I telling you all of this? Well, I want to give you an idea of the timeline and how many hours, days, months, even years that I spent playing this game. A timeline that might be similar to your own. We've all collectively spent so many hours playing this game. So what? Well, throughout all of those years, as JSCHLATT put it perfectly, the only thing that has really stayed static about it has been the music. If you're not sure what video I'm quoting, there's an absolute masterpiece of a video created by JSCHLATT called A Tribute to Minecraft. If you, for some reason, haven't watched it yet, I'll link it down below in the description box, along with JSCHLATT's main channel. Though this video is inspired by ones like his, I want to really emphasize the importance and impact of C418's music throughout my own Minecraft timeline. And I'll answer the question as to how and why I think the Minecraft soundtrack has shaped my childhood and experience in this game. At the end of this video, I will share my own C418-inspired Minecraft song that I wrote called Rest. A full version of just the song alone will also be available on my channel. Without further ado, I present A Tribute to C418. I grew up playing music, learning how to play the piano, taking a spin at percussion, mediocrely strumming on the ukulele and guitar, and even playing... whatever the hell this thing is? So my mind was kind of unknowingly trained to notice and tune into music from all areas of my life. More specifically, I was, and still am, drawn to music that sparks something in me. I'm in love with music that moves me to full body chills, and especially if it can move me to tears. C418's Minecraft soundtrack happens to be one of the few that accomplishes this, and so much more beyond. Along with music, playing video games was also something ingrained in me from a young age. It was something that kind of came naturally in a world advancing digitally with each new year. I started out on this old sea green bluish Mac, renting games at the public library every week with my sister. A library that no longer carries those bulky cases on their shelves. A few years down the line, I moved into more handheld technologies like the DS Lite, a machine that I still have along with all of the games that I spent countless hours enjoying. Today, they lay unmoving in a lone box in the back of my closet. Some people look at things like video games and are filled with contempt. But the reality is that these games transported us into new worlds. Worlds like Professor Layton in the Curious Village, a beautiful Japanese game that challenged my mind with every puzzle, yet touched my heart with each accordion tune and quirky character. Or worlds like Yoshi Island DS, a game my sister and I spent hours together trying to advance into unknown worlds and levels. A game that upped its musicality with every new level. Both games that have soundtracks that I frequently visit to this day. But Minecraft? It was a completely new and game-changing concept for me. Being in a world where I had complete freedom was like a dream. There's no doing dishes in Minecraft or doing homework. Well, I don't know, maybe there's some people who are into role-playing in the game. I'm sorry. What I'm trying to say is that the game offered complete freedom for creativity and exploration to thrive. And that soundtrack? Well, that soundtrack was and still is the cherry on top of an already amazing experience. In the game, the songs melodically fade in and out, and that feature is something that I really recognize now more than ever when I play, because it doesn't call to interrupt the game. It's there to fit any song perfectly with any moment of the game. Take Sweden, for example, probably one of the most popular songs from the game, and for good reason. Its simple piano and string melody is like the perfect piece to a puzzle. It fits into any situation that a player could be in. Running through a spruce forest, exploring a new village across the river from your base, climbing up a tall mountain to get a better view of the surrounding area, tunneling deep underground. The list could go on and on. But it's not just Sweden that fits into any moment of the game. It's every song that the game features. With each song that fades out, the emptiness awaits a new one to roll in and accompany the player in whatever they're doing. My personal all-time favorite song from the game is Subwoofer Lullaby. This one especially stood out to me amongst all others. Why? I guess I'm not fully sure. It's kind of hard to put into words, but sometimes songs are introduced to us and they just ignite something inside. For me, listening to the melancholic beauty that is Subwoofer, it gives me this indescribable feeling that I could only call a mix of happiness, immense sadness, and nostalgia. I get waves of goosebumps and tears well up in my eyes. We don't choose which songs spark these feelings. The songs kind of choose us. Kind of a crazy thing to think about, but it's true. Whenever Subwoofer fades in these days, I immediately stop whatever I'm doing and listen to the song in full. The part that gets to me every time is that lone piano followed by the pulsing strings. This song makes me feel something that I can't exactly put into words. Really, the whole soundtrack gives me this indescribable feeling when I listen to it nowadays. And that's something that not many composers have achieved to make me feel. C418, whether he knows it or not, has created something really special here. So after all of that, the big question is, how did the music from Minecraft shape my childhood? Well, it's not necessarily my childhood it shaped, but more so the memories from that time of my life. These days, when I stumble across videos like, your family is asleep and you're playing Minecraft on a cool 2012 summer night, or Subwoofer Lullaby but it's abandoned, and I find myself crying uncontrollably, it's because this music is associated with my memories of childhood and being a kid. We all cling dearly to the Minecraft soundtrack nowadays because we know that the memories it holds are gone, and they're in the past now forever. The other thing is that these songs make me realize that I'm not a kid anymore, and that I'm never gonna be a kid anymore. And that's a sad thing. It's a sad thing for all of us. Growing up is not an easy task, and it's even harder to move forward into adulthood when you shared so many good memories and experiences in your childhood through games like Minecraft. C418's music allows us to revive and relive those wonderful memories from simpler times, even if it is just for a few short minutes. The beautiful thing about this, though, is that these songs are now ingrained into the stories of our lives. I like to think of it like this. If you've ever seen the inside of an old tree stump, you might notice that the wood has all of these rings. Those rings represent the years that the tree has lived. Well, for Minecraft and for C418's music, they make up a ring or two of our own trees in their own unique way to each of us. These memories that we have from the game and from the music are now a part of our trees forever. And that's a pretty beautiful thing if you ask me. To C418, Daniel, thank you. Minecraft truly would not have such an impact on myself and so many others today if your songs weren't there to complete it. The Minecraft soundtrack is an integral part of the game and the memories that we have of it now, and none of this would be the same without it. So, thank you for being a part of my childhood. Writing my own Minecraft song is something that I've dreamed of doing for quite some time now, but I made a promise to myself. If the song I created didn't spark something in me like C418's songs do, then it's not the one, and that I have to try again. If I was gonna make it, it had to be right. Well, after a few unsuccessful attempts and some time in between for inspiration to strike, I finally did it. I wrote my very own C418 Minecraft-inspired song. As I mentioned before, my forever favorite song in the game is Subwoofer Lullaby. I knew for certain that I wanted the elements from Subwoofer to inspire the path of my own song, but for it to still be unique in its own way. As for the song name, well, after a lullaby, there comes sleep. But in Minecraft, we call it rest. Anyway, I've played the song over some gameplay from Minecraft, so it gives a more realistic experience. But if you want to hear the song alone, I'll link the full version below in the description box. And with that, I am so proud to finally present the unofficial saga of Subwoofer Lullaby, Rest, a tribute song to C418 and Minecraft. Thanks so much, and I'll see you again soon.